Welcome back to Mother. In the last part, we entered the zoo, and now we're going to check out what's going on. Oh, hey, the mice are still in the cage, but see the cages are all broken down? I'm not going to show most of the fights here because, like, this place is dangerous, and, like, the enemies there are really strong, and they take up a lot of time, so... And also, like, the encounter rate is so high.
Are the enemies that you encounter here in the zoo just animals that had escaped?
Yes, they are.
Then I can see why that would be. It would be very difficult, considering that they were supposed to be caged up in the first place. Ninten ate a hamburger. Ninten's HP is... oh, I missed it.
Anyway, this place is called the Cho Cream Zoo. Don't ask why it is, it just is, okay?
Cho Cream Zoo. Oh, I have to sneeze. 1 second. Oh, almost.
Go zoom tight.
Danke. And then, what is our objective here in the zoo? Are we trying to return the animals? Are we trying? Whoa!
We're trying.
Music.
We're trying to figure out what's causing the animals to go all insane.
Oh yes, that sound. That's what that sounds.
Whoa!
Okay.
Is that a rat?
Oh. Its feet look bloody. Oh man. Scaly stuff here.
Ooh, it's a rat.
Rat feet utter dirty words. Ooh, rebel.
Honestly, though, its eyes look so innocent, in my opinion. What?
It does, but like, its feet look like they're bloody.
It's like it's contradicting itself or whatever.
Rat bee became quiet. Oh, was that a euphemism for death?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. No, probably not. It just calmed down. In later games, it says became tame.
I was thinking, like, that's just a euphemism for saying something died. Like, oh, that rat just became quiet. Like, that's pretty gruesome when you think about it. But I see what you're saying about it just becoming tame.
Yeah. Okay, the Cho Cream Zoo is the most popular tourist spot in Podunk.
Okay.
But, I mean, there's other stuff we need to take care of. First, I mean, important stuff is happening. Well, the zoo is still new, having just been built 3 years ago by the previous mayor's efforts. I'm reading this right now.
Okay.
When the vacation comes around, thanks to all the people who arrive from the other towns, you get to see quite the crowd. Well, that is, you got to see a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, you can see what's going on right here.
Right. You just took the bread, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to feed it to something?
No, the bread could be used to heal yourself. However, you can also drop crumbs so that you can return to, so that you can warp to a previous area.
Oh, like Hansel and Gretel, sort of.
Yeah?
Sorta, kinda, not really. I just heard trail of breadcrumbs.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that was...
I wanted to
feel
get
like you should go back to that
I
thing.
wanted to get the item first.
Life up cream.
Yeah, can't carry anything else. This game's inventory is tiny. 8 slots.
That's really small.
I mean, yeah, you get 2 more party members, but still, 8 slots is just puny.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I still needed to heal myself anyway, so...
At least you got to use it instead of just dropping the hamburger for no reason.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. That's something that all 3 Mother games have in common. They have cluttered inventory spaces, but at least they get bigger as time goes by.
That's nice.
Starman Jr. draws near.
Huh. He's definitely junior.
Yeah, look at how
Look
tiny
how tiny
he is.
he is.
And pink.
Oh, the horror.
Oh, it was
Starman
bound
Jr.
with the rope.
Hey.
Now it can't do anything to you.
That's smart.
Well, I mean, until it escapes, which it did immediately!
Oh, of course. Smash!
You like that?
Yes.
I always saw it more like, SMASH!
That works too. I kind of like that better. It's very expressive.
I'm kind of just imagining, I don't know, because, like, it's got Junior in its name and it's so small. I'm kind of imagining it like it just charging towards you and you just kind of, like, put your hand towards its head and it's just, like, still kind of running in place because of it. Like, you're blocking him.
And you use your other hand to just flick it out of the way.
Yeah, you know, James did that to Ash in the 3rd episode of Pokemon.
Oh my goodness.
Like, Ash lost all his Pokemon, so he's like, alright, let's go, one-on-one.
Yeah, I bet that didn't work out very well.
Yeah, he got flicked.
Of course.
Alright, anyway, that. You see what I mean by the fights kind of drag a little bit?
Yeah, they're pretty long.
Not to mention, not much is happening here. These battle mechanics are pretty bare bones.
And then, oh, you go ahead first.
I mean, it's probably, the battles are some of the weakest aspects of this game. Look, I'm just gonna say it here, this game, like, as a game, is not very good.
Just game mechanics and stuff, or like concepts?
Like the game mechanics, like the concepts are really good, and I really like the characters and the narrative, but, and especially the soundtrack, but I mean, as a game, it's really hard and pretty basic.
Are you talking about this mother specifically?
Yes,
or
this mother specifically.
Okay, I understand.
Anyway, it left in his space pod.
That drove the animals insane, died down. The zoo once more
became a safe
place. I
place.
don't know what it said. I was gonna say becomes a peaceful place, close enough.
Yeah, anyway, this place, being no exception, is in an awful state. The animals have gone mad and broken out of their cages and are freely loitering outside the park. The zoo has been closed down at once, and martial law has been placed, to an extent, on the surrounding area. So yeah, that's kind of the, yeah, that monkey gave us another tune. A singing monkey. Now we've seen it all!
I won't question it.
Oh, you're saying you won't question it, but I mean, this series isn't even... Like, Mother 2 and 3 are by far quirkier than this one.
Alright, I guess this is just the warm-up stage.
The first game is by far a warm-up, indeed. I mean, we still haven't even really covered, like, the, honestly, this is still a bit of a warm-up to the real thing. We haven't even really tried to figure out what we're supposed to be doing yet.
One backtrack later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just chilling out in front of the hotel? Oh, there we go.
Well, okay, that was originally going to end the part right there. The system that I'm using is, if it's less than 10 minutes, merge it.
Okay.
With the exception of the first part, which was already intended to be that length.
That's fair.
This was the first part that I started merging things with, so, you know.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Because, yeah, the thing is, these were all about, these all started around the 20-minute mark, and then they got, like, they dropped down to around 5 to 7 minutes when I finished editing them, so I'm like, yeah, we gotta make these parts longer. I mean, the beginning of the Mega Man and Kirby marathons are very short in length, like those parts. And it's because I did, like, a one stage per part thing. Which, honestly, that's kind of a natural habit of mine. I feel like it's what I'm most comfortable with, but I probably shouldn't have done it that way. You get where I'm coming from?
I think whatever works. Yeah, I guess too short might seem like it would end too abruptly.
Honestly, like, I can get why people would, why people would see a problem with that. Honestly, I mean, you know, I'm a kind of person who tries to do things my own way regardless of the reception, but still.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, I'm not saying criticism is bad, it's just that I'm fucking stubborn and would rather do it my own way.
Fair enough. Hey, drugs. Kids, you want to buy some drugs?
It means medicine. You know it means medicine. That was obvious.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, drugs can be used for therapeutic purposes. I mean, any kind, honestly.
Drugs were a major problem in the 80s. But I mean, let's be honest. This is a department store. They're not gonna sell drugs like in a department store, unless they meant the medical kind, which they do.
But even then, the line between medical and recreational drugs is really kind of blurred. I mean, a lot of them can be used for either purpose, just depending on the dose, the frequency, and the reason for using them.
That's true.
The presence or lack of symptoms. Like, I had, I think, okay, is cocaine Schedule 2 drug? I need to look this one up.
Wait, what?
Because I had a story about cocaine, and my story basically rides on the fact if it's not a Schedule 1 drug. Maybe just... Wait, it is Schedule 1. Wait, no, Schedule 2? I don't even know. Okay, today cocaine is a Schedule 2 drug. That makes sense. Okay. I think Schedule 1, correct me if I'm wrong, you or viewers or whatever, but I believe Schedule 1 drugs are ones that do not have any therapeutic use for medicine, completely illegal whatsoever. Cocaine is Schedule 2, which I believe means that there are some therapeutic uses, special circumstances within hospitals and stuff. And my someone who I know had surgery on her nose to fix some sort of problem, and she received some, not like received some cocaine to take,
Received.
but yeah, that sounds like they're just giving her like a bag of crack or something. That wasn't it, but like I feel like immediately after the surgery or something, there was a teeny dose of cocaine that she got or something to help with the recovery of the nasal canal. And so you see, like, super rough drugs like cocaine do have their very, very specific therapeutic purposes within a hospital.
It's Wally!
Setting. That was my rant, yeah. So yeah, don't know whether that was interesting to anybody, but I find it interesting. And hi, Wally.
Anyway, this game also has a lot of god dang it moments, simply because it's an RPG on the NES. But still, I know exactly where to go in this game. Like, okay, so what you have to do in a Mother game, even like the confusing parts, like a lot of RPGs are like, say a game like Metroid, I probably would have to look at a guide no matter how many times I played it, but I know the Mother games front to back. And by that I mean the parts that you're supposed to do, not like the extra details. There's a lot in these games that I haven't explored, and I mean, one of these days I'd probably like to go and explore everything, but I didn't do that for these playthroughs because, well, they're playthroughs and we kind of need to get a move on them.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, I didn't just, like, ignore everything, especially in Mother 2, where, Mother 2 and 3, where I spent a lot of time talking to the people around. A bionic centipede!
Oh man, it's all green. So does that mean the other one, where it only has green on its first set of hands and its feet, does that mean it has one pair of bionic hands and one pair of bionic feet, and this one is just entirely bionic?
Well, I mean, its hands and feet were, gray on the bionic one. Deep in the cave, there's a strange rock-like thing. It's so strange, you should definitely take a look. Oh, the police are letting me go.
Huh.
The curfew has been lifted, although I can't see why travel was ever restricted. I heard that you can communicate with telepathy. Have you heard all of the people talking about you? But you probably don't need to listen to them.
People talking about him, Interesting plot device they just added there. I'm curious.
Well, telepathy's important in a few places, like actually using it as a move, but you will rarely be using it.
But I mean, just even hearing them say that there's a lot of people talking about Ninten, then...
We're in a cave with ominous music playing.
Zubats. That just makes me wonder, though, to kind of backtrack.
What is this thing?
Why they're all talking
about
him.
Wait, a voice is speaking into Ninten's mind. Ninten felt this question enter his mind. Who has lost his tail? Finding the entry in the great-grandfather's diary, Ninten read aloud, "The forgotten one of the ship that sails the cosmos."
What? Oh my gosh, that tower, that spire thing looked like it was a part of Ninten's hat, and I thought his hat just turned into a giant ice cream cone for a second.
What?
Yup. Well, he appeared, and then it was perfectly
You
Like,
didn't
behind
think
him,
you were
so it feels
confused because you
perfect.
didn't know that was a tower at first.
I did not know that was a tower.
But I mean, also, where the fuck are we is a better question. Everything looks like it's made of cotton candy.
It does. Super strange. Or some of that, like, pink kinetic sand stuff.
Yep. I'm so embarrassed. I wish I could crawl in a hole. What?
Gosh, it's about 90% of my existence.
What? Kari, you need to have more faith in yourself.
Oh, man. I overthink things and then I become embarrassed of literally everything I say. And, well, literally, because 90% is not everything, but most things that I say and do. I'm sure that's relatable to a lot of people out there, so hooray for that!
I believe in you, Kari.
Yay!
And I'm also kind of referencing Mother because of Pollyanna. I believe in you.
Oh, look at you.
I'm being snarky, kind of.
I was going to say smart, but okay. Smarky.
Smarky?
You're being smarky.
That doesn't sound like a very fun word.
Nope. Well then, snart.
Snart?
Sounds even worse.
That sounds like a potty humor word, kind of.
It sounds like you're sick and you're like, your nose is dripping. Oh, I'm tired. Help. I like the music. It makes me feel like, somebody who's drunk and they can't walk in a straight line.
This is actually the stage that's in the 3DS version of Super Smash Bros. 4.
Oh, cool.
I'll send you a picture of what it looks like in that. This place is called Magicant, by the way.
Hey, look, wait. Is there a pink Teletubby? That's like...
There's not a pink Teletubby.
Darn it.
But yeah, the place is called Magicant.
Magicant. And there's palm trees, I mean. Are you in the sky?
What?
It appears as though you're in the sky. This place.
Maybe. Anyway, yeah, this is what the place looks like.
There is
I'm
no
posting
exit
in the
from a
Discord
place
group.
like Magicant. Oh, goodness.
Do you see that?
Almost. I need to exit out of the video. Well, not exit out because that'd be bad, but... Oh, look at that!
That's what it looks like in Super Smash Bros.
It's very iridescent. I like it. Look at all those ice cream trees.
Ice cream trees.
Mm-hmm. My favorite.
But
and
anyway,
look at back to the video. Look at all those ice cream houses.
ice cream houses.
Just ice cream. I think I'm thinking about ice cream because yesterday on the way back from the train with after picking up my friend from the airport, we stopped at Dairy Queen to get ice cream, and I didn't get any because I can't really eat ice cream, and so I was sad, and now I'm thinking about ice cream and how I wish I could eat ice cream.
Okay, I'm about to play Mr. Exposition here just a second.
Do it.
Having felt the heart-pounding uneasiness in the police officer's words, and knowing you decide to traverse to the steep canyon and find the cave. It's strange in there, owing to the fact that all who enter recall the kind of peace one feels while in their mother's womb. This place is in someone's dream, so where is the dreamer? When you awaken from your dream, you find yourself standing in a world you have never seen before, one like a sea of clouds covered in pink, the god's country of Where is God's Tale, the strange words recorded in your great-grandfather's diary. Spoiler alert, actually not so much of a spoiler, his great-grandfather is George. It's not a spoiler, It's obvious. In fact, they kind of let you know that right away. Or they make it obvious, at least.
Yeah, that's pretty...
Could it be this land? And then, God's Tale is no doubt the Pink Rock. Such a world as this is not portrayed even in The Wizard of Oz or Alice in Wonderland. Or...
I like Alice in Wonderland.
Or the Japanese title is, sorry, this says Alice in Mirrorland for some reason. The Japanese title for that's the Japanese title for Through the Looking Glass and What Alice Found There, the sequel to Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Oh, okay. Speaking of which, you seem like you were in a very confusing building.
Oh, this is the castle.
Christmas time! Unwrap the presents! Unwrap the presents!
You can only get one.
Present time! Present time! Open the present, see what's inside.
What's that from?
I think it's Blue's Clues. Is it?
Maybe.
No?
Maybe.
Not. I don't know. It's probably not. I probably just made a fool of myself.
I mean,
Whatever.
I mean, since that's like a show meant for like really young kids, I have
Yes.
very little recollection of it actually.
Which is why that was only a gut instinct. That was Blue's Clues.
It's
so
not-
I'm not sure.
It's not like SpongeBob where it's just like it's kind of meant for all ages, so you can say you like choose to see it again as much as you want, and then you just like know the quotes of the old episodes front to back.
Yeah. There was an antidote.
But we can't carry any more stuff. A flash dark.
It's...
It's the opposite of a flashlight.
Oh man. Well, there was an antidote in there. Oh, you took the antidote, right? Good. I was gonna say, I hope you don't get poisoned.
Yeah, antidotes are for poison specifically. You're probably
yeah.
only barely self-aware of the nostalgia you feel in the depths of your heart, the meaning of which you do not understand. While you probably can only... Hold on. While you listen in the depths of memory to the strange timbre, like the tops of clouds and like the bottom of the sea, warm voices calling can't disturb you without presage. But enough of that now. Plot important stuff's happening. The Queen isn't feeling very well.
Uh-oh. Better go down the pink
I'm gonna talk to
carpet.
this guy first. He's more important than the Queen. All of us know you don't belong here, but we consider you one of us. With the onyx hook, you can warp back here anytime. Promise me that you indeed... That if you can pause if you want to read that. Not you, but the viewers.
Yeah.
Welcome, Ninten. Here in Magicant, everyone is your friend. You can have as much as you like of whatever you want. What? You want to listen to my song? Sorry, I just don't know why, but I can't sing. I beg you to learn the melody. It is only 8 notes long. When you learn them all, return and sing for me. We've learned 3 of them so far. If only I could hear that song. Yeah, this is our goal, to learn the 8 melodies.
Okay, well, I'm interested to see what happens once you do.
Mm-hmm. As you know, like I just said, we've already learned 3 of them.
Yes.
Oh,
look at that castle, so nice.
Next time on Smash Team Games, some other stuff happens.
Some other stuff happens.
Some other stuff. That sounds like something Will would say.
That's what I thought you said. I was like, oh, look, he's so clever, but...
No, honestly, that sounds like something Will would say.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Anyway, before we cut this part off, actually, I think I'm going to continue to read the rest of this just to get exposition finished.
Absolutely.
For you, having hardened your will to fight unseen foes, this unexpected piece is, of all things, probably a great help. There's a sense that you have entered someone's dream, although entering someone else's dream isn't supposed to be possible, although it happened in that one episode of SpongeBob. It is a land like a replicant of a dream. However, you mustn't allow yourself to become comfortable. After all, even in dreams, there are things that vary from that which scares you to the point where you break out in a sleep sweat, to that which causes you to unthinkably shout for joy and awaken. That's Magicant. Next time on Smash Team Games, we leave Magicant.
That was profound.